Hi everyone, it's Georgie here from Her Hair My Head. I'm coming on today to do a quick review of this gorgeous human hair topper from Uniwigs. So she is called Melanie, and Melanie is not a particularly new piece, but Uniwigs have now given you the option to have a fringe, or for you guys in America, bangs, already cut into the piece. So for people like me who don't have much hair at the front and like to wear fringes, I've got quite a long face, so I tend to want a fringe in my pieces. This is great because it's quite stressful if you buy a piece without a fringe. Trying to cut a full fringe into a topper, if you're not a hairdresser and you're like me in lockdown, can't get to a hairdresser, is really hard. But if you already have the fringe there, I found I had to trim it a little bit, and that was really straightforward. So I took a photo of when the piece first came. So it came straight, and I've curled it this morning. What's that saying? Never work with animals or children. Why is it that the baby knows that when I want to make a video, that's when she'll wake up? So anyway, as I was saying, Melanie comes with a fringe already cut in, and the length of the fringe is, I've got it written down because it's very exact. So it's 4.5 to 4.75 inches. Now for me, that was way too long, and it literally covered my eyes. And I put a photo of that on my grid, which you can see just to show you how much I had to cut off. Now, I kind of understand why Uniwigs would make the fringe a bit longer, because some people might want to do like a kind of curtain bang, and also you'd much rather have a piece turn up where the fringe is too long and you have to cut it back a bit than it turns up and the fringe is too short and you can't do anything with it. So so what I did, I had a look at a couple of YouTube videos about how to cut your fringe, and then I just took probably about an inch off, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So let's go back to the specifics of Melanie. So she's Remy human hair. For those of you who don't know what Remy means, I watched a really interesting video yesterday from Luster Hair, and they explained Remy, and essentially it means that when the hair is collected, so with your bio hair, your cuticle is up here and then the hair all runs down smoothly. So Remy hair means that when they collect the hair, they collect it in a sort of bunch, and all of the hair is running the same way. So all of the hair will have the cuticle at the top and running down, because that's how the hair feels smooth. If you pull your fingers up your hair the wrong way, it doesn't feel nice and smooth. So when you're buying human hair, you always want Remy human hair, because it means it will feel a lot smoother and generally it will be better quality. So this is Remy human hair. So the other thing about Melanie is she has a big base. So where I've had my baby and my hair loss is quite bad at the moment, I've been going for larger and larger base toppers, because I've got hair loss at the front, at the parting, but it's quite bad at the back now, and it's slowly kind of moving down to the sides. So I need more coverage. The other thing I would say is I haven't curled my bio hair. My bio hair is straight. If I pull it out you can see, but because this is such a big base, it gives you really good coverage. So for example, if the colour match isn't quite right, or maybe is a shade or two off, it doesn't hugely matter, because there's not tons. Obviously if you pull it out you can see, but there's not. Wow, so the world is really working against me today. My phone just totally cut out halfway through the video, so I'm just gonna have a sip of tea. So yeah, the benefit of having a large base is that, you know, as you can see, this piece is a little bit longer than my bio hair, but it doesn't matter. My bio hair down here is probably a shade darker than this colour, but it doesn't matter. And if you have very sparse hair at the top, the clips clip in lower, so in theory, are clipping into a part of your head where your hair is thicker. So this colour, this is a new colour from Uniwigs, and it's called 2110 Truffle Brown. And I would say it's an almost perfect match for me. The bottom of my bio hair is slightly darker where it's been dyed, but I'll show you once I take this off. This colour almost completely matches my roots. It's a really nice, slightly warm, mid-brown, and I'll do a slow turn so you can just see the back. So I believe with Melanie, you have a choice of 3 different... Oh, why am I so white? Wow, this is a really professional video. That's better. You have a choice of 3 different lengths. I need to double check them, but I think it's either 12 or 13 inches. This one, which is 16, and then slightly longer, which is 20. And this piece is 130 density, which I really like because you've got a good amount of hair and a good amount of coverage, but it's not really heavy. It's quite light and comfortable to wear. So I'm going to take her off so I can show you the base. So she's a mono top, which some people don't like because the parting is less realistic. So this is, as you can see, here's my hair loss. So I haven't got much at the front and it's mainly concentrated up here, but since I've had my baby, it is thinning quite a bit at the sides. So that's why I'm going for larger bases. So Melanie is a mono top. Now for me personally, if you have a piece that has a fringe, I don't mind a mono top because no one can see it, you know. Unless someone's standing above you, they're not going to be looking at your parting up here. It's different when you don't have a fringe and they're looking here, but actually I think that I'm really happy with that as a parting. I wear a lot of silk tops and their partings are amazing and really realistic, but when you have a fringe, for me personally, it's less important. And the other benefit of a mono top is that you can change, it's got a free parting, so you could move the parting. Again, I personally think if you've got fringe, it works better with the centre parting because you've got even amounts of hair on each side. I don't particularly see a benefit from having a side parting with a fringe, but you could mix up and do like a zigzag, or if you wanted to do a hairstyle where you pulled some of the hair back, you've got this mono top, which, there you go, that shows you where the mono top is. So that gives you quite a lot of options of how you could part it. So as you can see, this is a big base. It's got lots of clips. This clip, I don't tend to really clip into my hair because I haven't got much. And you've also got a little strip here. So if you are someone who bonds your toppers in and you wanted to put some glue or some wig tape here, you could just completely remove this clip and stick this part. This part is wefted, close wefted, so it's quite comfortable on your head. Just show you her off. There we go. So I like to be honest with my reviews, and I also think not many people talk about how much pieces actually cost, and for loads of us that's really important. So Uniwigs, I wouldn't say they're budget because some of their pieces are pricier. I'd say they're mid-range. The hair quality is not as good as some of the higher end brands. So for example, your Luster and your Highline, this hair is not the same quality, but for the price, I think it's very good quality hair. So one of my cons, and I noticed this because I used to pull out my hair, I fiddle with my hair a lot and my alternative hair, and I look for split ends. And I've got 3 Uniwigs human hair toppers, and all of them have, it's not even a problem, but all of them have split ends. Now, if I was to compare this to my Highline wig, which costs probably 3 times more than this, that has no split ends. That hair is like butter. Now, there's nothing wrong with this hair. This is nice human hair, but it's not of that same level as quality, and you can tell because it's got quite a few split ends. Now, they're not bad enough that you can notice them. You know, some pieces, they have so many split ends that you have all these little hairs poking out. It's not like that at all. It's just at the ends, there are quite a few split ends. If that doesn't bother you, then fine. As I said, for the price of this, I think for human hair, it's good value. So this retails at, it's a very specific price. So I'm going to say it in dollars first. So it retails at $514.89. So that works out roughly at about 378 UK pounds. So it's not cheap, but it's not mega expensive. And Uniwigs quite often have sales or, you know, money off codes. If you look in the information below, you can get 15% off with a code from me. So there you go, you've already saved a bit of money. But I just think you get what you pay for. So for me, I really like Uniwigs because I think they're really great everyday pieces. And for the price that you pay, I think the quality is good. You shouldn't expect that you're going to get the most amazing, best human hair that you've ever seen. But as I said before, I've got 3 human hair toppers from this brand that I've been wearing over quite a number of months. And they wash fine. They, you know, they haven't suddenly gone all matted and disgusting. Like, they seem to be lasting quite well. So, on to the next thing. Right, so what have I said? Right, so the base, I haven't said what size the base is. It's a large base. It is 8.5 by 9 inches. So it's pretty big. You can get bigger bases. You can get 9 by 9s, 10 by 10s, which is almost like wearing a full wig. But for me, this clips into quite a comfortable place on my head and it gives me good coverage. Oh yeah, so there was one more thing I wanted to just note about Uniwigs. Their pieces take quite a long time to arrive. So if you're looking for something that's going to come next week, don't go with Uniwigs. Of the pieces that I've been sent from them, they on average take at least a month, if not slightly longer, to arrive. Now if you're happy to wait, then you know that's fine if you're not in a rush, but if you want something that's going to turn up quickly, you're going to be disappointed. If there's anything that I haven't mentioned, please do send me a message. Just to recap, this is the 16-inch length, the colour is Truffle Brown, and the base is a large base, 8.5 by 9. The fringe comes in at 4.5 to 4.75 inches long, and as I said, I did trim it myself using some hairdressing scissors, and that was really straightforward, and it's a mono top. So I hope this has been useful, and as I said, message me if you have any more questions. Thank you.